Go. Go.
Any memories that are unforgettable to you from your trips to Japan?
Also has to do with Ame. The first one that is like hard cemented in my brain was, I think we had just arrived. I don't remember which time it was. I remember getting a text at like 5 a.m. from Ame like, "You up?" And so I said, "Yeah, you?" She was like, "Yeah. You want to go walk around and get lost?" I said, "Yeah."
At 5
And so
a.m.?
it was really, really early because we were jet lagged. So we just went and we explored Japan where we were. We went and we got lost. We walked probably like 30,000 steps in by the time it was 9 a.m. And then I remember we ended up sitting by, I don't know if it was like a shrine. I don't know what it was. It was really pretty though. But we sat and we just, I don't know. We had a moment of...
Did you kiss?
No, we didn't. No, we had a deeper connection than that. We were wow, I can't believe we're doing this. And then we probably walked for another 30,000 steps. And then we ate pineapple.
Pineapple.
And then Ama got a juice, but she didn't like it, so I drank it, I think.
That's sweet. You know what's unforgettable to me?
What?
It's like when we lived in Japan in the same building. You know, we met before in other places too, like America and so on. But I feel like until our 3D debut time, where we spent, you know, a month or even more in Japan, we're certainly on friendly terms. But I'll be honest, I feel like we didn't quite yet really open up to each other. When we were together there for long term, I feel like I made it my goal. Like I really wanted to get closer to you. So I may have especially paid attention to you, and yeah, and so we started like the door. I like you, and we started the door race thing, where whenever we would come back at the same time, I would race and I would try to get in before you, and you always lost almost.
I also remember coming to your room all the time because I wanted yummy chocolate, and you let me try some of yours, and I said, "Wow, this is really good," and you said, "Yeah." Because I brought it from home. I said, "Wow, this is really good. I want some more of this." And I just keep coming to your door. You're like, "This is my emergency supply. I'm going to give you a small bit, but this is my emergency. Stop." Not for you.
How do you understand the quality of European chocolate? I must continue giving you the good stuff. That time is very special to me because I really feel like that's when we kind of became, okay, this is maybe just how I feel. Maybe it's one-sided, but that's when I feel like we became like sisters.
No, you are correct. I feel the same way.
And I remember very, very clearly like saying goodbye to you back then and hugging you, and you were so cozy. Like it was so cozy to hug you, and I didn't want to let you go. And I was so happy that I could bond with you at the time. And then from there on, I feel like it continued because we did stuff like Holo Summer together. We were the two members chosen for it.
I remember eating pancakes together. I remember eating the toasts together.
Oh, and we went to karaoke together before, just us. And another thing, when all of Myth plus Crony went to Universal, and then we split at some point, and it was like you, me, and Ina. I think we went to the Monster Hunter thing. The experience. Yeah, we really enjoyed that one too, I think.
Yeah, and I got picked on at the Minion ride.
Yeah, Stinky! They were like, weren't they like who farted or something, and they picked you?
Listen, I think it was randomized. I think the ride had a randomized. Whoever is 8th in the queue is going to have a spotlight put on them, and we're going to play a fart sound and say, "Whoa, someone needs a shower." Okay, I think it was randomized. Totally.
Oh, I'm glad someone enjoyed the Minion ride as much as I did.
Whatever. Minions.
Those were good times. I'm always gonna look back fondly on them. Thank you for those sweet memories, Gawr.
Thank you! Thank you for taking me under your wing. No pun intended. No, pun fully intended. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. I also remember when Yumi and Ama went to get crepes. The time where it was like, I think like Fubuki-senpai Akirose. Yeah, and I took them to get hololive crepes.
And we looked at you and we said, please don't open your mouth because you have such a distinct voice. People are going to know.
Oh, I was quiet. I think quite enough. All good.
Disguise your voice. We were looking up to you like mother duck. Like, can you order for us? But also, can you change your voice so you don't sound like you?
Crepe 3つください.
Yeah.
What was your initial impression, if you can remember, of MIF members and how has it changed?
I think Ame made me nervous because she was really quiet.
Weren't you quiet too, though?
I was also really quiet and I was terrified that I was making other people nervous. Ina was also quiet. We were all quiet. What am I talking about? I only have that one memory of us sitting together when our Twitter accounts went live. That we were all sitting in the Discord group chat talking, except we weren't saying anything. It was so silent. It was like the pin could drop. I'm pretty sure all of us felt sick to our stomachs. And then the company released the Twitter accounts and we just started watching everybody start talking. I think.
How has your impression changed? What's your impression of the MIF members now? What kind of person is Ninomai Inanis to you?
She's still very reserved. There's this one thing I remember Ina said to me and I still hold on to it to this day. I remember I was panicking before a collab stream with her and we had like 5 minutes left before the stream and I was like, oh my god, Ina, we have 5 minutes left, there's not enough time, I have to do all this stuff. And Ina goes, what do you mean? We got 5 minutes left. That's plenty of time.
Yeah.
And I said, you're right. Very chill.
She is calming. She doesn't let herself get super stressed from situations. And so when people around her are stressed, like you, then it brings you down on her level. That's good. Next one. How about... Wait. There's not many left. We don't even need to do Ame. How about Calliope Mori?
Calliope Mori. I always think about that one lyric. Workaholic businesswoman getting done. Yeah, I think her own lyric sums up.
Yeah.
I think that works.
Okay. Well, what about Takanashi Kiara?
Save the best for last, are you? You're very wear your heart on your sleeve. If you have a problem, you're gonna go to that person and say like,
oh.
No, but that's a good thing. You're very
as I did with you before.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. You're very real, especially when others may be afraid to be upfront and real, you know? And you'll always be honest. Like, if you don't like something, you're gonna say it. And I appreciate that, especially working with, like, multiple teams of management. Because if you think something is wrong, or if you think something wasn't done to the best of its ability or whatnot, you'll speak up. And especially if another member has an issue or so, you will speak up. You'll say, well, I don't think this is right, or we shouldn't do this, we should do it like this. But you're also so compassionate. Your heart is so big. Your love for others, it's like busting out at the seams, and it's so
Just for
big.
you.
It's so
Just for
real. It's so no. I know how you react when you see the yellow one on screen.
Yeah, okay, you and Ame or MIF, you know. Yeah, Ame is also a special one. Yeah. What will you miss the most about being in hololive?
I think this might be a weird one. I think I'm going to miss the green room during Fest.
Oh, you mean backstage?
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
That's when all of the members, or we're in really big groups, all hanging out together in the flesh.
We don't normally get to mix like that, so yeah, that's special.
No. And it's so nice because everybody's just kind of mingling. People are playing cards. There's like laughter. There's snacking. There's some members like sleeping. They'll take a nap. If you're in the room, you're like, wow, this is crazy. Like there's a senpai right there is sleeping on the table, and there's a group of senpai and kohai over there playing cards, and I'm about to sit down and have a meal with all of them. This is crazy. And then you think about it, you're like, there's how many thousands of people on the other side of this wall right now doing what? They're gonna watch us? What the? So I think that's
yeah. It's like a big classroom. Nice. Yeah, I also enjoy those times. I can relate.